Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. I would love to get to know you. Leave me a comment, like it, all of that. I want to talk about something that I feel like is not discussed very much, and that is postpartum alopecia or hair loss. I have 2 kids. When I had my first daughter, I was not in school and I had no idea why my hair was falling out so bad. I lost a lot of hair. I was really concerned and I was really stressed out and I did not like it. Hopefully by making this video, I let some of the other mamas know that it's totally normal and that you can have a kind of an understanding of why it happens. First, we need to understand the hair cycle and the life cycle of hair. So first is the anagen phase, and the anagen phase is the actual growing phase. Once your hair grows and grows out of your scalp, then you reach the catagen phase, and that is where your hair detaches from the hair bulb and begins the process of falling out. And very last, you have telogen, and telogen is the actual falling out of your hair. So like when you brush your hair and your hair falls out, that is totally normal, and that is the telogen phase. Now, when you become pregnant, you have a lot of different hormones. You have the hormone HCG in your body. Not only do you have different hormones in your body, you have higher blood flow. Those hormones and all of that blood flow goes to your scalp, and it tells your scalp that we need to grow. We need to grow, and we need to grow now. Your hair grows and keeps growing, and it stays in that anagen phase for the entire time you're pregnant. So 9 months, your hair is in an anagen phase, when typically it only lasts for about 2 to 3 months, depending on each person. And then the second that you have your baby, your hormones almost immediately change, and then your hair goes into catagen and then telogen. Since your hair grew so much for so long, your scalp and your hair kind of freak out and say, okay, hold up, we need to stop. We have grown way too much hair. We gotta lose it. So that's when you'll start to realize that your hair is falling out a little more than normal. You have a little bit bigger clumps in the shower, in your hairbrush, and that is normal. There's many differing stages of postpartum alopecia. You can have almost no hair loss, or you can lose a lot of hair like I did. When I had my daughter, I lost all right here was just gone. I will actually show you a picture. I'm gonna expose myself for a minute. I'm gonna expose the dirty house and my old man hair. That's so fun. I lost a lot of hair, and it wasn't just there, it was all throughout my head. It takes about 6 months for your hair to begin growing back. You might not notice until about 9 months, give or take. Everybody is totally different, and each pregnancy will be totally different. I lost a lot more hair than I did with my son. As you can see, I did lose hair. I just had a baby about a year ago. I lost hair all the way back to here on both sides. It is just now growing back. I typically wear my hair down a lot of times and in a middle part, and that is all throughout my head. Let's see if you can see. Yeah, you can kind of see just all throughout my hair is just growing back from my baby. So it is totally normal. And when your hair calms down and realizes that we need to get back on track, and the more your body gets kind of back on track and your hormones level out a little bit more, then your hair will begin the growth process again. I want to give you some advice or some tips or just things that I wish somebody had told me. 1, it is totally normal. Your hair will come back. More often than not, I should say. If it's only postpartum alopecia, your hair should start to grow back once your hormones level out and once you kind of start getting back to your normal self. 2, while this is happening, be kind to your hair and take this as an opportunity to kind of experiment with your hair. And I know a lot of people end up kind of cutting their hair shorter especially if it's all one length. It makes it appear to be fuller, and it's not as much hair to manage. Oh, I would advise against blow drying your hair just because your hair is in such a fragile state after you do have a baby. Just kind of let it be free. Every once in a while you can, but I wouldn't, every single day. Lastly, take your vitamins. Take your prenatal vitamins. Hopefully this video was helpful to you guys and that you understand a little bit more why your hair is falling out after a baby. I know it's scary and I know you don't feel your best anyways. After having a baby, you don't feel like yourself, but it is normal and it will all be okay. Thank you. And if you haven't yet, subscribe. I would love to get to know you guys more. We'll have so much fun here. It's great.